What's up guys, my name is Steven Dux. Today I have a little bit topic that a lot of people want me to share with. So how much do day traders really make a year? And I have been in this industry for about roughly 3 years now, and I started becoming consistently profitable in the first 6 months. So I'm probably one of the faster learners. And I spent plenty of time learning, and here I'm going to give you exactly or roughly estimate how much do I really earn involved with borrow fees and execution fees and overnight fees. So I'm located in Ohio, and I started when I was roughly 20 years old in the summer, I still remember, and I started with around 27,000. And at that time, I was using TD Ameritrade. So with the fees, I don't really much know because I have no idea. I don't even know what stock is. I don't know what I'm buying. I just buy a random stock and make money and I'm happy. So I ignore almost all the parts. But when I officially start trading the stock, I have to include execution fees, borrow fees, overnight fees also. And now let me discuss some of the brokers that I have used. So one of them is Centerpoint. Another one is Interactive Broker, and another one will be TradeZero. I also use Cobra Traders as also for swing trading. I have been majorly with TradeZero recently, and I can discuss with you about this month performance that I did. And now the first thing is talk about the borrow fees. Typically, I typically borrow around worth of 1,000 to 3,000 per day. Depends on if there's a stock or not. Sometimes I don't even borrow at all because there's not a ticker that meets my criteria, so I just basically waste the borrow fees. Now on average, probably about, I would say, $600 to $1,000 per day. So that times about 22 trading days will be around $20,000. So that's about $30,000 to $40,000 on the borrow fees, on the execution fees. Now let's talk about overnight fees. I barely go overnight on the tickers, but sometimes I do. Each time, because on TradeZero, they roughly charge about ×7 on the first night. I typically try to not hold that many shares as possible, but sometimes there's a really good odds I have to hold it, and I pay about 20% of the profits into the next day, which is a lot, but if there's a really high winning percentage, it's free money, why not? So on ABIO, which happened last week, made around 60,000 roughly estimate on the net profit. On day trading, there's a lot of cost into it, so make sure include all those include all those factors in. So borrow fees, execution fees, overnight fees. So all those plus together will be equal about $100,000 to $100,000 ish on the overall charging. So come out end of the day about $250,000 a month. If you're with TradeZero, you have to definitely include all those factors in. Interactive Broker does really cheap commissions, but they don't really have a good borrow. On Interactive Broker, it's probably really hard to find shares to short on those hard to borrow stocks. Now, E-Trade are really good for hard to borrow if the flow is around 10 to 20 million-ish, 10 million or above. Short traders, they're good. Cobra trading, they're good. A lot of times I waste my borrow fees because it didn't meet my criteria and end up wasting a lot of money on those shares. As a beginner, early 2016, and I started with really small amount of money, the borrow fees will be around $1,000 to $3,000 per month. And on the benefit side, I can earn about $20,000 to $30,000 per month. So the borrow fees and the overnight fees will equal about 30% of your profit, sometimes 20 to 25%. With TradeZero will probably equal about 30% or plus of your profit. So make sure to choose the right broker before you go in with your strategy, because all those big commissions and borrow fees will play a big factor of your net profit. It seems really small at the beginning, but at the end of the day, I realized all those things play a big factor. At the end of the day, you'll realize you're paying a lot of money to those brokers. So for my personal opinion, I would say trader could, if you're a really skilled trader, you can make about $1 to $2 million in penny stock. I think the maximum cap you can make around $5 million to $10 million on penny stocks per year. I'm not at that level yet. I'm trying to be at that level. And also in trading, you can experience in losses as well. So if you're winning, that's fine. You're paying 30%, 20% overall commissions to the broker. But if you're losing, then you have to count that as well, because commissions and fees, overnight fees, will add extra on your losing month. Before you jump in day trading full time, you have to fully consider all of those factors with your strategies, with your brokers, with your commissions, with your net profit, what's your average gain. And you also have the statistics that how many times does this strategy happens per year. So you can generally calculate what's the average gain of the entire year if the strategy follows those statistics. So that's a really important thing that before you jump into a full-time on day trading. Now, as a beginner, I would suggest doing this as part-time, trying to figure out what strategy you want to focus on, trying to figure out what broker fits you the best. If you're going long, just choose Interactive Broker. If you're going short, choose Centerpoint or Tracer or Short Trader or Cobra Trading. Whatever fits the best for you. There's a lot of stuff going into it. So because people in this sector, people are looking to get rich quick, they are looking to really have to eager to jump into it, but it's not like that. Everything has to take into consideration, because that's how I made the mistakes earlier, because I didn't count all those commissions and how much percentage that took off of my net profit. And end of the year, plus commissions, plus to the broker and tax, I basically get around left like 30% to 40% of my profit. But it's still a lot. And in day trading, that opportunity comes to you, you don't come to the opportunity. So you don't have a really passive income, it's aggressive income, because you are catching the opportunities. So as a beginner, I suggest to have another job and take about a year or two trying to figure out what you were trying to do, to figure out the strategies. I think back in 2016, I was young, I have nothing to lose, and we basically went all in. And I don't think that was a really good idea, because a lot of people actually failed into this industry. So if you're looking to get into this sector, start slowly, figure out strategies, brokers, and all the cost that goes into this full-time studying and how to executing your strategies. At last, I hope this video is helpful. All my strategies are based on shorting, and I go 80% short, 20% long. And those are my personal statistics for myself that fits my own strategies. If you're looking to learn more about my strategy, click the link below. It will take you and explain you the detail of my strategies. And I hope this video helps, and you guys have a great holiday.